Welcome everybody. It's the Colonel here. It's the vlogging Colonel. This is the Colonel's vlog. Hello everyone. Down here, day 3 of the vlog. And yesterday I came to this location and unfortunately I left my microphone in the visor of the truck. So when I got out and came down here, I was just muted. All you could hear was the inside of my truck as I told the whole story down here. So I came back here to the waterfront of the Ohio River, right across from the yacht club, across the street. And as you can see, the river is pretty high. There were docks, all these poles. Docks, boats used to be out here. I don't know if they even bother anymore, as bad as the rising of the river gets. But I came down here because there's a story that I heard that I presume to be a true story. If not, it's still a good story. So there was a podcast of a killer. It was a young man and a woman who I think they were shooting at homeless people somewhere, and they got arrested. And anyway, as they were being interviewed down the road, the young man told a story, and apparently he was horribly abused as a kid. He grew up here in Louisville, or near Louisville, and his father was, very abusive. And at some point in time, and during his youth, his father murdered a woman in front of him. I think it was a prostitute, and he remembered her long nails. He didn't know who she was. Look at this tree. But his father made him help stab this woman to death to become a man, to prove his masculinity. And they dismembered the body. And according to him, they brought the dismembered body in trash bags, weighted trash bags, to this very spot right across from the yacht club over that hill, where they walked out onto one of these piers that are underwater now, and they dumped her body right here, somewhere right here. And he watched as they sank to the bottom of the Ohio River, where they remain. The bodies were never found. Apparently she was a prostitute, so there was never any investigation. She was never reported as missing. The only remembrance of her in this context is the fact that he tells the story of her murder, dismemberment, and finally being disposed of right here in this very spot many, many years ago, right here in Louisville. So I figured I'd come back here and retell the story so you could hear. And this whole area will be entirely underwater many times. I've seen it come all the way up over the road up there. So, not very clean. Kind of nasty. Kind of nasty. I would not jump into Ohio, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else jump into the Ohio. Boy, it is windy today. So windy the car almost blew off the road several times on the way here, which is never fun. Down here at the park by the waterfront, River Road, here in Louisville. And heading over to this Veterans Memorial after that horrible story about the dismembered body in the river. Ended on a lighter note. But yeah, on the way over here today, there's a car broken down on the interstate. older couple. Nice car, old Cougar, probably from the 70s maybe. Beautiful car, but it was broken on the side of the road. And I pulled over. Hey, do you need a ride or cell phone or something? And they were on the way to the hospital. She was in some sort of diabetic episode, so I was able to take them there. Feel good. They had just gotten out of church and gave me a good blessing, and I always like the opportunity to help people, and I always hope I don't get shot or murdered trying to be nice. But you know, sometimes you get that feeling like, oh, I should pull over, help this person. I should listen to that. Be a blessing to you. But here we are. This is the Veterans Memorial here in Louisville. I've been here once before. It's beautiful. Don't know much about it. But each one of these panes of glass have a name of a veteran. I assume from Kentucky or the Louisville area. If I could. All the names. And all of my grandparents served in the military. Well, the grandparents and uncles on the loose side of my family, World War II. This memorial is dedicated to those United States military personnel who gave their lives in the line of duty at times of other than those of declared hostile action. So these, I guess, are military men and women who died outside of combat, which, that's great. They build a monument. Sometimes we don't think about the ones who perish outside of combat, but it does happen. So yeah, in this vlog on a higher note, here in a place of peace. Love you guys. See you tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well. This vlog has reached its natural conclusion.